good. Mid-morning, there will probably be a couple of interruptions because I forgot to mute the other camera. But I just wanted to hop on. I got a couple of minutes to myself. I haven't posted in a while. Implementing, the reason is real simple. I'm implementing better habits to take care of myself, and it kind of does not involve spending a lot of time on YouTube. When I say that, y'all, please don't take offense. It's not directed towards anybody. It is just an honest thing that I have realized, that YouTube can be kind of like a black hole, rabbit hole, however you want to put it for me. I tend to, I'll watch this video and then this video, and then I'll think, oh, this one's just 30 minutes long or 10 minutes long or whatever. I can watch this and then do what I do. And it doesn't ever really work that way, because I end up hours later, I'm still watching YouTube videos and nothing, including movement, is getting done. I am up to 3 miles a day. For the last week, every day was 3 miles. This week, we're off to a slower start because migraine happened. Something is working with my new medicine, with the changes that I'm making, because even though I had a little bit of vertigo Saturday and then migraine Sunday into yesterday, and still a little not quite back to myself today, it's not as bad. So I'm taking that as a good thing. I have new contacts. They are in my eyeballs, which means I can see things a lot clearer and a lot better, which also means that the stuff that I didn't think was really, really dirty is. So that's also been something that's been like, oh, it's been longer than I thought since I scrubbed that wall down. Yeah. Anyway, what I just used, I've already done the bulk of my new skincare routine. I will show it to you in a few days. There's a lot of steps to it currently, partly because I bought a lot of skincare and I'm using it up. Some of it I will not repurchase, not because it doesn't work, but because I don't find it as necessary as other things. So, and you'll have to forgive my hair. It laid so pretty Saturday, and I was home, and it didn't move very, from like the furthest I went, I think, was the kitchen and maybe letting the dog out a couple of times. It was beautiful. Yeah. This is from The Ordinary. It's a Brighten, whoops, had it right the first time. It's a Brighten, if I can get it, Brighten and plus eye cream, or Brighten eye cream. Yeah, I really like it. I'm not really one, I got out of using actual eye creams, because they tend to be more on the expensive side, and I just use a moisturizer. I like that one. I really, really do. Like I said, I've done the bulk of my skincare. I'm just going to feature the last few products that I use. I've done my serums and all that neato stuff. Just going to do my moisturizer. This is a multibiotic moisturizer. It's kind of like kombucha for your face. I'm not overly fond of the smell. It's not rancid or anything like that. It just is not. It's just not a real appealing smell, but I like the amount of moisture that it gives me. Overall, how am I doing? Really well. Like I said, up to 3 miles, 5 days a week. Reducing my stress. Taking charge again of my life. Normally by this time of day I'm dressed. We've been just kind of visiting and killing time this week, and we're getting ready to do something different next week. We're going to spend the week apart. I'm going to be away from my daughter and my EJ for a week. And that's not happened in a long time. So it's an adjustment for all of us. But they're going to have a wonderful time. I'm excited. Ian has worked hard for this. I will tell you more. You probably know from Twitter posts, and I've probably mentioned it in other videos. I just didn't. It's that day. You know, we're coming down to that day that they're actually going to travel. And I'm excited. Oh my gosh. For the first little part, I thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? You know, I'm so used to having him here. And then I thought, you know, yesterday I had the house to myself for a period of time, and I was like, you know what? I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to enjoy the peace and quiet, and I'm going to get some things done that have needed to be done for a while that I couldn't really get to because of having to do all the other things. So yeah, I'm going to tell you this, and I featured this before, and you'll have to look over it because it has foundation on it. Don't ask me how it got there. We don't know. This is still, after a year, my favorite cleanser. It is the Ordinary Squalene Cleanser. I love it. You don't use it wet. You put it on your skin, rub it, then wet it, then rinse. You wet it, rub it some more, rinse. Yeah, there we go. The last thing and my last step in my skincare, let's flip this around the right way, is the Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors plus HA, which is hyaluronic acid. I have found that hyaluronic acid is my friend. That being said, for some people, it may not work for you. It's okay. That's why there's a plethora of products. And this is the amount that you need. Just a tiny bit. And it's actually going to be enough to do my face and my neck and down on my décolleté. Now, if you notice, the things that I have used, I don't use a whole lot of. And I do a lot more of a patting motion, which I kind of always did with oils, but not so much with lotions. But yeah, I kind of do that more than anything. Now, don't know why. Just you know, routine-wise, there's a lot of stuff that I don't sleep till 8, 9, or 10 anymore. My first alarm goes off at 5. That doesn't mean I always get up at 5, but that's when my first alarm goes off. And most of I would say, working on about 85% of the time now, I go ahead and wake up at 5. So that does two things. I'm sleeping much better. Increased activity. Do I still have pain? Yes. Is it like it was? Not so much. I lost my thoughts, so let's just move on. I'm slowly getting more and more organized, and as I'm getting more organized, I'm getting more good habits. And I really thought, I was really kind of questioning progress in as far as the new habits and things until, not this past Sunday, but last Sunday. Usually at 5 o'clock is my wake up time on Sunday. As you know, I'm part of the choir. We have to be there at 8 o'clock. I get up at 5 so I can enjoy a cup of coffee, little calm, quiet time, you know, and then proceed on with my day. And I leave here about anywhere between 7:30 and 7:45, and sometimes 8 o'clock. It's only like a 5-minute trip to the church, but I try to be there more early than not. Anyway, I don't know why I started to do this while I was talking, because I knew it would make me lose my thought. Here is what happened. I'm using a little MAC paint pot for a base. I love this stuff, because here's the other thing. If by chance I get distracted and don't get to finish my eye makeup, boom, it's there. A little bit of color, just a little bit of brightening up. No big deal. I've been trying a couple of new products, not much. Guys, I have not bought an eyeshadow palette in 7, almost 8. August will be 8 months, in 7 months. And that for me is phenomenal, because I literally had gotten to where almost everything that hit the market, I had to have it immediately. And that was another huge change that I made. But anyway, a couple of Sundays ago, I woke up, I had set my 5 o'clock alarm. When it went off, I took my medicine, rolled back over, because it was quiet, peaceful, and just kind of laid there and enjoyed that quiet and peaceful. And I set 3 alarms, because I know myself. I also hit snooze buttons. I know myself. I have discovered that working with alarms and timers helps me stay on task. It helps me to move on to the next task. It's learning more how to manage an ADHD brain. That's just how we do it. It's being more consistent about things that I can control. What I just used is the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Face Primer. I love this primer. Now, let me say this. I could stop right now and be good with the rest of my day, because the moisture is wonderful. I love the smell. It's a coconutty smell. It's not a real hard coconutty smell. It kind of fades as it's done. But what I was telling you, again, I woke up at what I thought was 6:15. Now 6:15, hang on just a minute, because I'm trying to stay low, because I'm still in my PJs. We'll use this one. Yeah, this will work. I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Lilac Pastel Palette. If you happen to watch my eyeshadow collection palette, it has reduced. It still needs more, but it's a work in progress. But I have probably 3 or 4, at least, good size, boxes have left my house. Anyway, so what I was telling you, I don't know why I grabbed this brush, but here we go. I woke up thinking it was 7:15, because I mentally kind of count my snoozes, which is probably not a good idea. I don't do that anymore after this event happened, because I miscounted. What I was thinking was 6:15 was actually 7:50, or was actually 7:15. Even though it's a 5-minute trip, I have to be at the church at 8. Okay? Now, Misty is used to getting a little text from me that says, "Oh, I'm running late," about 5 minutes late. No big deal. I always will tell her, because, some Sundays I just don't get to make it. Anyway, so I shot her a text, and I was like, I'm running late. I woke up late. I don't think she fully understood that I woke up late meant I just woke up. By the way, if I wanted to do a simple eye look, I could stop here and be done. I'm not going to keep you on here because this is already 15 minutes long to do the full face, because we'll talk about that another day. Anyway, so immediately I start thinking to myself, okay, we won't do makeup. My clothes are laid out. I don't need a shower. All of that, I showered last night. It's good. We can do this. We might be 5 or 10 minutes late, but we got this. We can do this. Well, I came in here. I started getting ready. I did not have coffee. I did not have coffee. I use my Liquid IV. I had my medicine in me, had my clothes on, was going out the door drinking my shakes in the parking lot, actually, of the church. I'm drinking one of my breakfast shakes. I'm not doing that so much to lose weight. I'm doing that because I have trouble remembering to feed myself. So I'm trying to get myself in the habit of stopping and saying, okay, it's morning, it's breakfast, put some nourishment in your body. Habits, good habits, good habits. So anyway, I am standing here at the mirror, and something in my brain, because I'd already decided I was not wearing makeup, something in my brain clicked and said, oh, but no, you've been training for this your whole life. Don't ask me how my brain works, because I still don't understand. So I grabbed a palette, a neutral palette, quickly with my fingers, did an eye look, put my foundation on, hit the door. It was about 8:02. I had more trouble unlocking the gate, getting out of the driveway, than I did getting ready. And I looked very much like the times that I spend all the time getting ready. Said that to say this. If I had not started implementing better habits, 30 minutes getting ready on Sunday would not have happened. Everything was right where I needed it to be, right where I've gotten in the habit of putting it in, versus, I'll set it here and I'll remember to put it back where it goes later. So, just an update. I'll film some more stuff for y'all later. Real quick, out of this palette, we did this eye look real quick, real easy, like you've seen me do. This up under the brow, this on the lid, this all matte colors on the corners. Done. Now I can take one of the shimmers, go over it, and, pop it a little bit. Probably won't. Anyway, just wanted to give you an update video. I've had a little vacation, so to speak. I needed to work on me. And when I need to work on me, I've said this before, when I need to work on me, when something isn't right in my spirit, when something isn't right in my physical, mental health, I'm going to step back and fix that. Because if I don't, I end up in some big trouble. So that's where I've been. This is where I'm going. These are the changes that I've made. We are still in the process of doing the things that we are always doing, and that is downsizing, purging, and it's still a lot. But you know what? A lot has left. There has been progress. There's noticeable progress. There's still a whole lot more to do. We kind of are the generation after the generation that kept everything. So part of it is how we were raised, and, you might need that later. Comes into play. And actually, every time I say something to my mother about getting rid of stuff, it's, well, Jessica might need that later, or you might need that later. And I've had to overcome that, and really decide, I really don't need this. I'm never going to need this. But anyway, I have rambled for about 20 minutes, much longer than I intended to do. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remember, I am the mayor's daughter. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment below. It's only up from here. We're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep getting better, and we're going to keep working more diligently to. I've been working to get to where I am for a long time. So we're just going to keep taking steps, baby steps forward. 1% better than yesterday. Uh, but yeah, so remember, I'm the mayor's daughter. I love you all. If you follow me on Twitter, it's at VLN, or want to follow me on Twitter, the name comes up as the mayor's daughter. That's the name that I use. So if you want to follow me, feel free. If you need a friend, you need somebody to talk with you, pray with you, be more than happy to do it, more than honored. Y'all have a great, wonderful day. It's so good to film a video. I promise next time I'll have on clothes. This was just kind of a spur of the moment. The kids left. I was like, hey, I got time. I can do it without, not without. I don't mean to do things without Ian, but if I do it with Ian, I lose my train of thought more. So, yeah, that's where we are. Y'all have a great one. I'll see you. Bye.